Hello, good day, and welcome. I'm Timotab, and today I'm going to solve Roadblocks by James Sinclair. Before I get to that, though, I just wanted to say that I have thoroughly enjoyed solving the 10 puzzles that were created especially for my birthday. They were all fantastic. I really appreciate the constructors. Um, yeah, they were wonderful puzzles. Um, so I just wanted to mention the constructors by name, or by pseudonym, I guess, to say thank you once again for the puzzles that you made, and I hope that you enjoyed my solves of them. So that's Full Deck and Missing a Few Cards, Blobs, I Love Sleeping, The Peddling Pianist, M Nasty 2, Itrio, Rocky Roar, The Cogito, Donatello 86, and The Bookworm. Thank you once again. This puzzle was originally published in Artisanal Sudoku Volume 135. That's James's weekly Sudoku Substack. If you would like to try solving this puzzle for yourself, it'll be the first link in the description. There will also be links to the Logic Masters Germany page for this puzzle and to Artisanal Sudoku as well. Go check them out. Right, let's have a look at the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So let's place the digits 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. German whispers along green lines. Digits must differ from their neighbors by at least 5. So ignoring the squares and circles for the moment, if this were a 3, this would have to be either an 8 or a 9 in order to be at least 5 away from the 3. Digits in cells separated by a V sum to 5. Digits in cells separated by an X sum to 10. That's easy to remember by the fact that V and X are the Roman numerals for 5 and 10, respectively. Digits in cells with a shaded square must be even. Digits in cells with a shaded circle must be odd. Okay, well, that's all the rules. I will now restart the puzzle to reset the timer, and let's begin. Okay. So I've got a number of options for coloring. I've got high, low, I've got even and odd. Let's talk about some secrets of German whispers lines to start with. So the first thing to note is that you can never place a 5 onto a German whispers line because the next digit would have to be either 0 or less or 10 or more. And in standard Sudoku, that would not be permitted because those aren't Sudoku digits. The next thing to consider is that that means you're going to go high and low alternating along the line. Again, let's ignore the circles and squares for the moment so I can just illustrate the point. If this were as low as a 1, this would have to be at least a 6 in order to be 5 away from it, or it would be more, so that would be higher than 5. And if this were a 9, this would have to be at most a 4 in order to be 5 away from it. So we will alternate along these lines as high, low, high, low, high, low. Okay. Next is that 4 and 6 are difficult to place and possibly even more difficult than usual in this particular puzzle. But for example, again, I'm going to ignore the shaded circles and squares for now. If this were 6, both of these would have to be a 1 in order to be 5 away from the 6, which I can't do because of Sudoku. Similar thing with 4s and 9s. There's just some things to be watching out for. Okay. Now I have seen where I think I want to start. So the two digits on an X sum to 10. That means that the digits have the same parity. That is, whether they are odd or even. Because it's 1 and 9 are odd, 2 and 8 are even, 3 and 7 are odd, 4 and 6 are even. Well, we have three evens in this row, and there are a total of four even digits, 2, 4, 6, and 8, in a sudoku puzzle. So I think that, uh, well, so that means that this can't be even, because that would make us have five even digits. That's got to be odd. I'm going to use orange for odd, and I think I am going to be doing odd even coloring as my preference, because I could go high low coloring because of the um, way these lines are marked out. And then so, yes, orange for odd because they both begin with O, and then blue is a nice contrast. So blue for even. Now, if this is odd, then this has to be even in order to make it sum to 5. That's blue. I now have four even digits in this column, so these must be odd. Okay, these are the same parity, but I've got three even digits, so they must be odd. I've got three odds in this row. I can still have two more. All right, I've got three evens, so I can't have two more evens, so these must be odd. Hmm. Where do I look next? Okay, I am going to do some I think I need to do some high-low as well. So I am going to say that it has a green flash. It's one of the two parities. I don't know which one, but I know they alternate. So those are going to have my green flash. These will have a purple flash. Now, can I relate that to this in any way yet? I've got two low digits here, and I've got, I don't know whether those two would be low or those two would be low. Um, okay. I am going to give those red and yellow. Uh, and hopefully we'll be able to relate those back. Those are both low. That's going to be a high digit. I've got a low and a high here. So, okay. Okay, so what I can see is I've got a 5 in here. And then so this is a low and a high between them. This is a low and a high between them. 5 is odd, so that's my last odd digit. And then I have a yellow flashed even digit here. Goodness, how on earth am I going to represent that? But I do have a definite even digit in there. Even is that, and it's also yellow flashed. And then we've got a 5, which for now is uncolored. Okay. So just to be clear, the reason I say that's a yellow flashed even digit is because one of those is effectively, or that's effectively a red-yellow pair. Although we don't know which way round they go yet, that's effectively a red-yellow pair. That's 2 high digits and 2 low digits. And then we've got the other 2, which are red. That's all 4 of the red, whether red is high or low. We don't know which is which. So we've got one yellow one to go. Okay. Those are low. Those are low. I have a similar thing going on here. Yes. So I have a 5 in there, which is the last odd digit. And I have one more even digit to go. And in this case, it's going to be a red flashed even digit. Okay. Because all of the adjacent digits along here are even, I cannot have a 4 along that line because 4 has to go next to a 9, which is odd. So those are from 2, 6, and 8. Now, oh, right. I can't have a 6 anywhere on the line because it goes next to 1, which is an odd digit. That's all 2s and 8s along this line. Okay, that's actually kind of cute. Um, so this must be a 4 or a 6, and then this must be a 6 or a 4. Yeah, and then that's a 1, 9. Yeah. Okay. So if that's 1, then that's 1, then reds would be high, and it'd have to be 7 or 9. Okay, this digit here, if it's high, that can't be 7 because I've only got 1, so that would have to be a 9. So that's a 1 or a 9, and that's a 1 or a 9. So, right. This can be 1, 3, 9, or 7. 1, 3, 7, or 9. But 3 has to have 8 or 9 next to it on a Gem and Whispers line. which would be these two, but they have to both be odd. So it can't be a 3. And a 7 has to have 1 or 2 next to it. So they would both be, but they're both odd, and 2 is not, so that can't be a 7. So that's a 1 or a 9, and that's a 1 or a 9. So this digit is both, well, first of all, we know that it's the same parity as this. So that's either 3 or 7. This is the same parity as that. That's 3 or 7. Okay, so now let's have a look here. If these two were low, that would be 1, 3. I'd have to place 2 and 4 here, which I cannot do. So these are not low, these are high. So red is high. That's 9, 7. That makes that a 1. Makes that a 9. That's a 3. That's a 1. And red is high, so that's a 6. That's a 4. Okay, that was really neat. So now we've got a 4 looking down here. This cannot be a 4-1 pair. And so it's 2, 3, and we know the order. So that's 2. That is 3. That is 8. Those are even. That is odd. Okay, that was really quite nice. So this is high and odd, and next to a 3. So that has to be 9. This is low and is not 3. That has to be a 1. This is high and odd and not 7. So that's a 9. This is low and low and odd. That makes it 1, 3, and it's not 3. So that's a 1. Okay. This can't be 4, 6 because there's a 6 there. So that means that is 3 and 7. And this is 5 and 4. And I think my red and yellow flash has done its work. Okay. So this cannot be 4, 6 because of that 4. So that is also 3, 7. And then this is 5 and 6. And again, I think the red has done its job. Okay. So this is even and low, and it cannot be 2. That must be 4. That makes that 1. That makes that 9. Okay, this cannot be 1, 9 or 2, 8. That is 3, 7 or 6. Don't see any obvious reason why it can't be one or the other just yet. And these are from 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's not a 3, and so that's not a 2. Okay. What have we got here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5, 6, and 8. Go into that column. And in this row, we are missing 4, 7, and 5. That 5, 6 is pointing down there. So that is not a 5. Okay. Where do I look next? Excuse me. Didn't need that phone call. All right. Okay, there's only one place for 1 in that box. So that's there, and that is odd. Only one place for 9 in the box. So can we do something similar here? Not quite. There's a 9 in one of those two. There's a 9 in one of those two. Okay, we now have 3 digits left in this column. Oh, no, we don't. Ah, here we go. That 8 is looking up at this 2, 8, 2. So that is, all these green digits are 2s. All these purple digits are 8s. And again, I think my purple and green coloring served its purpose. So that removes 2, 3 from there. That's a 1, 4 pair. That removes 4, 6 as an option here, making that a 3, 7 pair. And that is odd. 8 removes that 8 from there and an 8 from there. So that's an 8, which is even. Now that's an 8, and that's a 9, and that's a 9. That isn't. And we get a 9 here. Okay, that's 3, 5, 7 in this column. That must be a 5. That is a 3, 7 pair. This is a 5, 6 pair in the box. Okay. So that 5 makes this a 6 and this a 5, which makes this 4 and 5. Let's mark these colors up to just help visualize. 4, 7, and 6. This is not a 4 or a 6, it's a 7. The 6 is in the column. Here we go. That makes this a 4 and this a 6. They are both even. That removes the 4 and makes them odd. That's 5 odd. So these are all even digits here. This is 2 and 6, so that's 6 and 2. That can't be an 8, so it's a 4. That's an 8. Where do I look next? In this column, I need a 4 and a. The only place for 4 is there. And 5, which makes that a 6, makes that a 5. And then in this column, we now need a 3 and a 2, which we can place. And in this row, the last remaining digit is a 4. This is a 3 or a 7, which is odd. We have a 6 and a 1, which we can place. These two digits are 8, which has to go here, and 5 there. That resolves this 6 and 5. This must be 2 and 4. That resolves the 1 and the 4 here. This 5 resolves the 7 and the 5, which resolves the 7 and the 3 here. Last digit in the column is a 3. These two digits are 1 and 6, which I can place. These two, I've got all of my evens in the row, so those are odd. I'm missing a 6, which goes there. That's even, and this is now my last remaining odd digit. And that is a 3 or a 7, but by the column it is a 7, which resolves this 3 and 7 and 3 and 7 and 3. In this row, we've got a 3, so we've got a 7 there and a 3 there. And then we need a 5 and a 7 in the row. And that's 7, and that's 5. And that's the solution to this puzzle. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I love the way that the evens and highs and odds and lows interact with each other. It's just spotting where the pressure is and where the restrictions are. But I really enjoyed that, James. Thank you very much. If you like this solve, then please hit the like button. You can subscribe to see more, and I would love to hear your comments. I'm looking forward to next time. Be seeing you.